everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen and in today's video I'm sharing 15 things successful people do that you don't. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So number one is they have a specific vision they're passionate about. A problem that I see way too often with people around me is that they do not have a specific vision or direction for their life. You'll ask them what they want to do in 10 years and they have no idea, okay? So step number one is to get a specific vision for your life, and you can do this by experimenting with different kind of career paths or studying different things, okay? Try different hobbies even, but try a lot of things and find what you are passionate about, find your vision. Right, number two, they embrace failure. A lot of people shy away from failure, but successful people do not fear it. They look at it as a sort of learning opportunity, so they analyse their mistakes, they adapt, and they use setbacks as stepping stones to ultimate success. Right, number three, effective communication. I see miscommunications happen so often around me, and it is honestly just a path to failure, okay? So clear and effective communication is a really common trait among successful people because they convey ideas articulately. So public speakers, for example, you think they got there by not communicating effectively? Think again. They also listen actively. If you've met someone that you think is a good listener, you probably really like them because they are listening to all of your problems, and that is also a really good way to become liked, is to become an active listener. And they also build strong relationships, so people who have the best romantic partners and the best friends that everybody is jealous of, they got that way by improving their communication, among other things. Right, number four, healthy lifestyle, okay? People who are very healthy are often admired by other people, and to some extent this isn't a choice. Like for me, I have chronic anxiety and did not ask for that, but to an extent I can choose to eat healthier, I can choose to drink more water, I can choose to get enough sleep, that kind of thing. Any actions that you can take towards having a healthy lifestyle. And it's actually a lot more people are living an unhealthy lifestyle than you think, because sometimes you won't know how bad your sleep quality is, for example. So there's a couple of books I can recommend on that. If you're curious, let me know in the comments. Anyway, next point, they are decisive, okay? Successful people make decisions promptly and they stick by their decisions. They gather the necessary information, they analyse it quickly, and they are not afraid to make a choice, even in the face of uncertainty, okay? So when someone makes a decision and they stand by it, they're making a statement about what they want, all right? So they're making a statement saying, this is the decision I've made, and I'm gonna just stick with that, okay? Sometimes, yeah, you can rethink a decision, but ultimately, if you've gathered all of the information and you've acted on the best possible and most comprehensive information you have at the time, you should make a decision and learn to make them quickly. Right, they are adaptable, okay? The ability to adapt to change here is absolutely crucial. So successful individuals embrace change, they stay flexible, and they see challenges as opportunities for growth. Life does not always go to plan. If you're going to be successful, you've got to be adaptable. Right, my next point is financial management. They are financially literate, okay? Successful people are intentional and wise with their finances. They budget, they save, and they invest strategically to build wealth over time. Now, you could just take this as me saying successful people are rich, and that is not what I'm trying to say at all. What I'm trying to say is that successful people are educated and they are educated on finance, and they are financially literate, okay? And they always seek to improve their knowledge. So it's really a knowledge game rather than about how much per se. Right, proactive problem solving is something else that successful people do that you don't necessarily. And instead of dwelling on problems, successful people focus on finding solutions. So they really cultivate a solution-oriented mindset rather than being negative all the time. They approach challenges with a positive mindset and a determination to overcome obstacles. You know the old saying, when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail? Yeah, okay, when you have a solution-oriented mindset, everything is going to look like a solution. Or, alternatively, if you have a problem-oriented mindset, then you're going to just find problems, and everything is going to be terrible. I exaggerate, but that is the general point that I'm trying to make here. Also, they seek mentors, okay? So seeking guidance from mentors who have achieved success in the past is absolutely vital to becoming successful. It's actually very, very common if you meet successful individuals and you ask them, oh, how did you get to where you are now? And they will say, oh, I had the best advice from X mentor, or I met so-and-so and they gave me amazing advice. Okay, so this is a common thread among lots and lots of successful people. Like, even some of the sort of mega famous Renaissance artists, they had like mentors who were famous before them, okay? So seek out a mentor, someone who has already done something that you want to do, and ask them how they did it. And you can even find like videos on YouTube of pretty much any goal that someone else has already achieved, and a roadmap for how you can do it too, okay? Learning it from each other's experiences can just really fast track your own success rather than trying to struggle and figure it out all on your own, so I do recommend it. Also, they seek continuous improvement, okay? So a commitment to personal and professional growth is really evident in successful people. They always have a drive for more. They're always thinking, how can I do this better? How can I improve? How can I look to be like a better person tomorrow than I am today? How can this process be optimized? Okay, so they are seeking continuous improvement. They consistently look for ways to improve themselves and their work. They are risk takers, okay? So calculated risk taking is a trait that's really shared by a lot of successful individuals. They're willing to get outside of their comfort zones and take strategic risks in order to achieve their goals, okay? So examples of some risks might be starting a business. That's the biggest example of a risk, because you're having to invest some financial capital. Obviously not everyone can afford to do that, so there's a big sort of risk. You're risking some of your savings, but there are other risks that you can take, like, you know, you quit your job and travel the world, and then you come back and try and get another job. Again, that's something you can only do if you've got money saved up. So the whole point is that everything is a risk, okay? And also having money helps, but that's like a side issue. Right, resilience. They are resilient, okay? Successful individuals bounce back from setbacks and challenges with resilience. So they delegate tasks. Well, sorry, I've moved on to my next point. They are viewing failures as temporary, and they're using them as opportunities to learn, grow, and come back stronger. Okay, and on to my next point, which I jumped ahead to a little bit too early. They delegate effectively. Okay, so I really wanted to talk about delegation in this video because it is really, really a fantastic way to optimize your processes. Okay, so successful people recognize the importance of leveraging the strengths of others. They're working in a team and they are not doing it all themselves, okay? They're including their team members, they're making them feel important, and they're utilizing their talents to actually build the team up as a whole and get the projects done. Alright, so they're sort of focusing on their own expertise. So they do what they're good at, and they find other people to do the stuff they aren't good at. That's the message. They prioritise ruthlessly, okay? So everyone has limited time and resources, but successful people excel at prioritising tasks and projects. And it comes with the decisiveness I mentioned earlier. You know, if you develop a habit of being extremely decisive, you're going to develop a habit of being able to prioritise a lot better. So they focus on high impact activities that actually align with their goals and vision. They do not spend time working on irrelevant stuff, okay? So everything someone who's successful does, everything a successful person does is aligned with their ultimate goal, all right? And finally, I've touched on this before, but I really wanted to emphasize it as a final point. They cultivate a growth mindset, okay? So if you have a growth mindset, that's the opposite to a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the idea that you can't get better, that you can't improve, but a growth mindset is one where you're always seeking to learn, you're seeking to improve, so it goes along with a continuous learning point that I had earlier. So they believe that their abilities and intelligence can be developed through their own dedication and hard work. This mindset kind of fosters a love for learning and resilience, again, feeding back to the resilience point. They're resilient in the face of challenges, and this is partly because of their growth mindset. Alright, that's all the tips I have for you in this video. This video has been 15 things successful people do which you don't. If you already do one or more of these things, then congratulations, you are, if not already, well on your way to becoming successful. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Go be successful. Bye!